All right, check that out. We got a victory royale, all thanks to our Nintendo Switch. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the Nintendo Switch Special Edition. I did purchase this product myself, and any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this Switch or you want to find out about some of the other versions and models available, the link will be in the video description. You can see how it comes packaged to you right here. If you're a big fan of Animal Crossing, then this might be the Switch for you. We can learn more about the Nintendo Switch from the retail box, as you can see from this side right here. They also walk you through all of the included contents in multiple languages on the bottom of the box. Keep in mind, as you can see from the front, unfortunately, the game is not included with this special edition Switch. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead. Let's look at the contents. Here are all the package contents. First up, you can see our safety information, followed by our USB Type-C power adapter with Nintendo's logo and branding on it. We also have an HDMI cable right here. Also, this has Nintendo's logo. Then you can see our Joy-Cons. Check out those beautiful colors. I love the green and blue. They look really nice. You can see our matching accessories for them that just slide right in place, color-coded, which is pretty cool if you want to use them that way. Then you can see we have our Switch controller right here. So same thing, they're just going to slide right in, one on each side. So we should be able just to drop it right in place. And there we go. Now we have our nice controller feel if we want. So you can see that in action all set up. Next, we have our dock right here. Check it out from the front side. Here's your top view. You can see inside there, and you can also see the Nintendo Switch logo. If we look at it from the right side, you can see there's nothing on this side. But if we turn it to the left side, you can see we have two USB ports. Here it is from the bottom. You can see we have four nice grip feet. That's going to keep it in place, which is really nice. So it's going to just keep it on a nice flat surface. It's not going to slide or move around. Then you can see from the back side, we have the Nintendo logo, HDMI right there. We have a cable cut out. We can pull this back to reveal our AC adapter, USB, and HDMI out. So USB Type-C, looks like we've got a 3.0 blue and HDMI out right there. So that's our dock. And last but not least, you can see we have the Switch itself right here. Check this out. Everything looks really nice. You can see at the top, we have our USB Type-C port. Here it is from the left side. It's identical to the right side for our Joy-Cons. And then you can see from the bottom right here, power button, a minus and plus button. We have a headphone jack, and we have our game cartridge slot right there. Looking at it from the back side, you can see Nintendo's logo and branding. We also have our kickstand that comes out. That also reveals our micro SD card slot right there. So kickstand and micro SD card slot cover. So you can see how that looks, very thin. Picture that in your hands with the Joy-Cons as well. So that's a look at all the contents. Now let's go ahead, let's power it on and try it out. All right, so here we go. You can see we have it plugged in, powered on. We had a Nintendo logo screen. Now we're at our language selection. So let's go ahead, let's press English. Now we can choose our region. And then we can accept the license. And now you can see it's going to ask us for our internet settings. So there we go. We can find our Wi-Fi and we'll connect to it by selecting A and entering our password, or we can select X if we want to configure it later. But let's go ahead. Let's do that now. So here we go. You can see it's connected to our network now and finishing up. There we go. Now let's go on to the next screen. We can choose our time zone. There we go. And now we can choose, would you like to connect to a TV and play on a larger screen? Let's go ahead, let's select later. Now you can see we can detach the Joy-Con controllers from the console. So here we go, let's go ahead, let's do that right here. Just gently slide them off. All right, so here we go. Use the left stick to select next, then press A on the right controller. Now it says you can use the console with the Joy-Con controllers attached or detached. Choose what you prefer. So now we're going to add a new user. Let's go ahead. Let's put them back on right here. I love the little noise that we get when they snap in place. There we go. So let's go ahead. Let's select next. So we can create a new user or we can import from another console. Let's create a new one. So let's just select the first icon. That's actually, let's do Donkey Kong. That'll be fun. Now let's enter our nickname. Let's just have it be David. All right. Okay, cool. And we can link a Nintendo account now or later. We'll do that later. We're not going to add anybody else right now. And now we can learn about Nintendo online. We can set parental controls. There we go. Press the home button to open the home menu. All right, so we can insert a game card or download software from the Nintendo shop, guys. This is the home screen right here and what it's going to look like when you first set up your Nintendo Switch. Now we're capturing the screen to see all the menu settings on our Nintendo Switch. So first up, you may have noticed we have Fortnite getting ready to download, and we have Just Dance 2022 already downloading. It's almost done. You can see on the bottom right here, our first option is Nintendo Switch Online. So we're going to select that. We're going to choose our user. It's going to take a minute to load, but this is a paid service if you want to play games online. They walk you through the membership options, and there is a 7-day free trial we get with our Switch. And then if we go over here, you can see we can become a member, and then we can also view the membership options. So you can see the different options for individuals or families at the time of this video. So there's some of the options right there. Let's go back. And let's just go down. You can see we have some NES, Super NES, and Nintendo 64 games as well too, which is cool. So you can see those archives right there, depending on the console of your choice. We'll select N64. So there's a free download for it. Pretty cool. So we can download that if we want. Let's go ahead. Let's exit this application. Let's go to the next option that we have. So next up, you can see we have a news section. So we can select that and see and learn what's new and find different channels. So that's pretty cool. Very easy to navigate and browse depending on what we're interested in. You can learn more about your favorite games. Next up, you can see we have the eShop right here. So let's go ahead. We're going to choose our user name again. And now it's going to load for us. Pretty quick. So we can browse featured, recent releases. So if you want to just purchase games, shop good deals, best sellers, you have a lot of different options here. So we'll load some of the best sellers. Obviously, it's going to be some Nintendo games. And there's Animal Crossing, number 4, in honor of the console that we have. Here's some coming soon options as well. You can see that. Or we can enter a code. So we can redeem our games right there. Let's exit back out. Next up, you can see we have an album option right here. So we don't have any screenshots or videos saved yet, but you can find out more about capturing them on your Switch by using the capture button. So if you press it for a short amount of time, it'll take a screenshot of the current screen. And if you hold the button, it will capture a video of the previous 30 seconds. And you can post and share that if you want, which is really cool. So you can find them right here. Next up, you can see we have our controller options. So check it out. You can see our battery indicators for them and our console charging status. So we can change grip or order. We can find controllers. This is pretty cool. So if we misplace it around the house, we can select this and watch what happens. It's going to start vibrating. Maybe you can hear that here with the studio mic. Let me hold it up to it as well. But they vibrate right there, so you can find them if maybe they're, stuck in a couch cushion or something. We can pair new controllers, and then we can also exit back out. Then you can see we have our system settings right here. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into that. So with airplane mode, we can adjust the screen brightness if it's not connected to the TV, obviously. Screen lock. Parental controls if we want to set those up at any time. Internet options right here. Data management as well. You can see system memory 19.3 gigs. So that's roughly what you're going to get. We did download a game, so keep in mind 32 gig capacity. You'll probably have around 20, maybe 25 or so usable. But we can see our data right here. We can manage everything depending on how full it gets. But don't forget, we have the micro SD card option. You can get some great, massive micro SD cards today. Here's our users, so we can see our user settings. Here's our me settings. A lot of different options here. Check it out depending on maybe some other services you're interested in using or integrating. Then we have our themes, notifications. You can see those settings. And we have our sleep settings right here. We'll just cycle through those so you can see everything. Controller and sensors. We can update them as well as needed, calibrate them. We have Bluetooth, so we can pair a Bluetooth device. Keep in mind it says Bluetooth microphones cannot be used. TV settings, so we can change the resolution if we desire between 4080 and 1080. We can adjust the size. So a lot of good options here. TV sound settings as well too. Then we have our system options. Update the dock as well. Language. A lot of stuff that we initially set up. So we can show the battery percentage if we want. Console sound. You can see still have more settings here. A lot of options we can really tweak with the system. And formatting at the very bottom. So that's a quick look at the system settings. And last but not least right here, let's go ahead. Let's select our sleep mode. And you can see we can enter sleep mode if we want, or we can go back and we can press home to wake back up. So that's a quick look at the Switch settings. So now I'm going to be testing out the built-in speaker quality on the Nintendo Switch. We're going to play a Music Chef song off the album To the Moon, which is DMCA stream safe music for content creators to use. So we're going to play a couple of seconds of the song so you guys can hear what the speaker quality sounds like. This is at max volume and we'll be using our binaural microphone. So let's go ahead. Let's push play. Check out that video quality as well. Pretty cool. Looks great. Really happy with how YouTube videos show up and look on our Switch right there. Pretty neat. We'll watch it for another second. Check that out though. So cool. And they actually sound surprisingly better than I was anticipating. For just some mobile console gaming, I would say it's going to be better than like if you're listening, you know, to this audio from your phone speakers. So a little bit better audio quality than I thought, but obviously that's the point of this test, so you guys can hear and make a decision for yourself. Now we're having some fun playing some games on the Nintendo Switch. We got Just Dance loaded right now and a Blackpink song's coming on. We'll just sample a couple of seconds of this so you guys get a feel for what it's like if you wanted to use this to play games. All right. Man, this is hard. I don't know. I'm looking at the actual icons and I don't know what they mean. I've never played this game before. And I'm kind of dance challenged, but we're still having fun. I can pretend like I look like the people on the screen. Shake, shake, hands, punch, punch, around the head. All right, I saw a perfect score there. We'll take it. I don't know what they're doing. Around, twirl, down, twerk, and back up. All right. Up, up, something like that. But you guys can see it's pretty cool. You can get really creative with the style of games you play on a Nintendo Switch like this. You can dance. You can have a lot of fun. So you can use it however you see fit. All right, look at that. A little disco. I can do that. Twirl above, back down. But hopefully you get a feel for the quality of gaming on this console. Now we're going to play some Fortnite and you guys can see what the footage actually looks like on the Switch itself. So let's go ahead. Let's load our match right now. And with this screen, I mean, when you're holding it in your hands to game, not that big of a deal. It's a great size. Obviously, if you're playing it further away like I'm doing on the kickstand, you're going to want to be pretty close to the Switch. I also want to point out this screen's very glossy, so you'll see a lot of the reflections of yourself back into the screen when you're looking at it. So this is the best I was able to do with the camera here to make sure you guys could see it without too much glare or reflection, but there's still going to be some because it's just really a glossy screen. All right, so check out the gameplay right here. I'm going to move around so you guys can really see how responsive it is. Everything looks really good. Better than I was anticipating. Pretty smooth for the most part. Again, if you want really high and powerful graphic settings, you're going to be playing on a console or most likely a PC instead. But for the Switch itself, I mean, this looks really good. Here we go. We can deploy our parachute. Then we can also skydive again. But the graphics pretty smooth, as you guys can see here. So everything's looking good. I mean, we can use our pickaxe, gather a bunch of materials. Super responsive. Got him. Got him. Come on. All right. We'll take the assist. Got him! Got him! Got him! All right, check that out. We got a victory royale, all thanks to our Nintendo Switch. So in 2021, the Nintendo Switch is still a great portable gaming console. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, if you're looking for something that's higher powered, you're going to be using a PlayStation or an Xbox or a gaming PC. But if you want something to grab and go to play some of your favorite games that maybe you can only get on a Nintendo system, you're really going to enjoy the Nintendo Switch. Now, in case you're wondering, yes, there's a newer OLED model out today. That's going to be a worthwhile upgrade if you only use this as a portable gaming console. You'll appreciate that nicer screen with some upgraded features. But if you're typically finding yourself just casually using it handheld and typically you have it in the dock, this is going to be a great choice for you. Obviously, at that point, you're not going to need the updated screen. You'll appreciate maybe the hardwired Ethernet connection on the OLED version, but it's not a deal breaker to save a couple of bucks to get this version. But just keep that in mind. I'm going to go with the OLED if I'm mainly going to use this as a portable console. It's worth the $50 upgrade to get the OLED version. But if you're primarily going to use this maybe around the house, maybe in a kid's room connected to a TV or something like that, then you'll have no issues at all with the regular Nintendo Switch. Well, that concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the product link will be in our video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Any purchase made through that link helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. So we're really grateful and thankful for all of your support. While you're at it, can you go ahead and hit that like button for us? And subscribe to our channel. We have new content coming out daily, and we don't want you to miss anything. Please go ahead and give us a follow online and make it a clean sweep. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Discord. You can message us on WeChat, check out our website, and join our free newsletter. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget new content daily, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.